Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Mitch. Good Friday morning to you all. Hope you guys are doing well out there this morning. And if had yourselves a great week out there, I know I haven't been with you guys most of the week. I think the last video I made was Tuesday morning. I've been very, very sick over the last, I would say, 2 to 3 days. I've really started to feel it. I would say as early as Monday night, I felt something different about my body. I was coughing. It was just a weird, consistent cough that I kept having, and then it hit me like a sack of bricks sometime Monday night and a Tuesday morning. And then I kind of toughed it out at work Tuesday, and then by the time I was heading home from work Tuesday afternoon, it was hitting me like a freight train. So been fighting it ever since, and this morning I can certainly say that I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. I think I broke my fever last night. I sweated like crazy, soaked my pillow. So it seems like I'm making it through, and I'm feeling a little bit better this morning. But certainly, I feel really weak. I haven't really been able to eat much. Been trying to stay as hydrated as possible, but I feel like I have enough energy to come with you guys with an updated video this morning. But you're probably going to notice lack of energy, lack of detail in this video. We're going to give you pretty much just straightforward information. Not going to get very detailed with you guys. Just got to get my energy back, guys. I know you guys understand. I really appreciate the prayers on all the social media platforms and everything. It's definitely I think the sickest I've been probably in about 2 or 3 years. I was trying to think back the last time I was this sick, and I really could not recall anything. But anyways, hopefully the never-ending fever is finally beginning to be put to rest. So if you guys have not subscribed, certainly hit the subscribe button. Like the video if you like. If you guys got anything that I can pray about, please put it in the comments below. Gives me an opportunity to pray over it, and it gives others an opportunity to do so too. So there is going to be some active weather today. It's actually pretty impressive water vapor loop here, as you have this kind of upper mid-level trough right here that's kind of spinning away here in areas of western Texas. Now with this, it's bringing a little bit of its own cold air. So as soon as this moves overhead, then you're going to cool down pretty quickly. But ahead of this, it's ripping up some pretty decent and stout low-level moisture over areas like Houston down to Corpus Christi. So it's looking like, make sure I said that, Corpus Christi. Make sure I don't say Corpus Crispy. I say that very often when I'm talking about you folks down there. So y'all are going to have a little bit of a tornado threat today. So it's something we need to watch out for. And then the tornado threat will actually shift a little bit further east tomorrow. And we'll talk about that maybe tonight or either tomorrow morning. I can't guarantee you guys a video tonight just because, one, I don't know if I'm going to get sick again. And then two, being sick, obviously being away from you guys, but number one priority is being away from my family, and I haven't been able to show my family any attention. My girls have been sick too. It hit me the worst, but my oldest girl has been sick also. She was actually out of school the 2 days I was out of work. So, but like I said, thank y'all for the prayers. I don't want to keep, yapping about that, but marginal risk for severe weather in areas of Texas, a large portion of Texas, then an area of southwest Louisiana. Then you got this slight risk, and this is really driven off that tornado threat. As you can tell, there's a 5% risk, very small area, 5% risk of a tornado at 25 miles in any given location, just south of Houston and just north of Corpus Christi. So we need to watch out. It's very going to be disorganized storms. They're going to be kind of clustered together. They're not going to be super discreet, but it's just something you need to watch for, like rain wrapped tornadoes for sure. Damaging wind threat, a 15% risk of winds pushing 50 knots or higher and 25 miles in any given location. So we take a look at what's going on. We'll take a look at weathermodels.com here, and we'll get this going through. A lot of convection already ongoing in areas of Texas. Some pretty strong storms. Deep breath here. Some pretty strong storms west of Austin and San Antonio. These will continue to be a threat. Obviously, the further east they work here, and we'll watch down here where the low-level moisture is at its best for the biggest tornado threat right down here. So we need to be careful. If you live anywhere from Corpus Christi to Houston, I think that's where your biggest tornado threat will be. So please just be weather aware today. expecting a tornado outbreak? Absolutely not, but there certainly could be a risk of a tornado or two out there. But taking a look at this morning and what we're looking at as far as what could unfold, the HRRR model has a lot of messy convection as we're making it to around noon, around lunchtime, and then we're getting into early this afternoon. You see these, I hate when it does that. You see these little clusters down here. Some of them have that kidney bean look to them where they're kind of hooking a little bit. That's where you watch for a little bit of tornadic potential with these storms. Maybe semi-discrete supercells might try to get going here south of Houston. So we'll watch that. That's definitely going to be a risk. And then we'll watch a little bit later tonight as there could be some vigorous storms working their way into far eastern Texas and then getting into western Louisiana a little bit later overnight. So let's just be weather aware if you're in Texas today. I think that'll be your most active weather. As far as the southeast, there might be some showers that drift along the Carolina coastline. Same thing with Florida and Georgia. And then maybe a little bit later today, some showers might try to make it all the way into the eastern Midlands of South Carolina and southeast Georgia, maybe even the areas of the sandhills of North Carolina. But outside of that, pretty quiet day. But like I said, we need to watch this. Look at these nasty supercells out here in the Gulf of Mexico. Tell you what, this low pressure was moving a little bit further north, then we might have a little bit bigger of a severe weather threat today, but thankfully we don't. The northeast, what do we have? Pretty quiet weather. Cool temperatures and just not a whole lot going on. Not a drop of rain is likely here. North central U.S., same deal. No snow, no rain, just nothing, just quiet weather. As far as temperatures today, as I was telling you, where the low pressure goes over with this kind of this upper trough down here, or upper low or mid-level cyclone, if you will, it's going to cool down. So, as soon as this goes overhead, it brings its own cool air. So, Dallas will remain pretty chilly today. And there really won't be as much of a severe weather threat for areas like Dallas. But the further south you work down to Houston, you get that rich moisture from the Gulf of Mexico getting pulled up from this low pressure. And definitely warmer temperatures deep into the 70s. Dew points probably into the 60s and 70s also. The deep south, pretty warm day. 70s, close to 80 for the panhandle of Florida. It'll remain pretty chilly. Not chilly, I'm sorry. It'll remain cooler for the Carolinas at 60s and 70s for highs. And then it will be just downright chilly for areas of the northeast. Boston will struggle to get to 50 degrees a day. New York City will get into the 50s. Washington, D.C. into the 50s to near 60. And a chilly day in the Great Lakes region, but nothing totally unusual for this time of the year. But the north central U.S., pretty warm for this time of the year, 60s. So enjoy it because obviously winter is coming. So that's all I got, guys. That's literally all the energy I have to put into this video. But hopefully it helps you get on. Appreciate the prayers, guys. And hopefully I will continue to beat whatever I have throughout the day, and I can get back to normal with you guys and get back to some consistency, as this has not only kind of disturbed my flow with YouTube and things like that, but it's also messed me up with working out, getting up early, and things like that. So I'm definitely going to have to reset myself once I'm past this, but it's life. Everybody gets sick, and it's just the way it goes. That's part of life. So God bless all y'all. Thank y'all so much for the prayers, and y'all have a great Friday.